Right now, African penguins may be extinct within 15 years. They're exposed to multiple stressors, including a lack of food, climate change, disease, predation and shipping vessel activity. The decline of the population is raising concerns and requests have been made to address this. Let's discuss this with the Fisheries Department's Naidoo, who joins us now virtually. Thank you very much for your time here on eNCA. Now, first of all, what are the issues exactly that are causing this extinction of these animals?
Good morning to the viewers. The issue is really that in the 1920s there were about 1 million African penguins. African penguins only live in South Africa and Namibia, so we do have a responsibility towards them. And from 1 million birds, the latest counts in 2021 suggest that there's just a little over 10,000 birds spread over a few colonies and islands around the west coast and the southeast coast. So that's the real issue, and it's about what can we do now across the pressures that you mentioned to try and stop the decline of the African penguin.
What can we do to make sure that we don't end up not having any of these penguins in 15 years?
There are several things. The pressures are noise, pollution, ship traffic, but one of the issues that are currently being highlighted by the department and its work with its partners in the fishing industry and conservation industry is penguins prefer eating sardines and anchovies. These are caught in the commercial fishing industry. So one of the things that we spent the last year researching with a group of researchers from the department, fisheries, conservation scientists, GIS specialists, scientists from the South African national parks, what we tried to do was to map out where fishing occurs and where penguins feed. So penguins are restricted because they can really swim between 20 up to 40 kilometers from the islands or colonies they live. We tried to map that over where fishing occurs, and we tried to then spatially plan and proposed last week to the industry, a meeting held by the minister, of limiting some fishing around the islands so that we can conserve foraging areas for penguins. This is currently being discussed, and we're hoping that the fishing industry, with some trade-off balancing discussions over the next few weeks, we can then limit some fishing around the island so that sardines and anchovies can be prioritized for the penguins around these islands.
And Mr. Naidoo, could this also be part of the reason why the minister announced that she wouldn't agree to the proposal of car power ships?
And car power ships, depending on the bays that they are, would be adding to other ship traffic, noise, vibration, sounds. So all of this, what we term, contributes to accumulated and aggregated impacts. For most of the last few decades, we managed impacts on the ocean from shipping or towns and coasts, ports, fishing. What we're beginning to realize is that all of these together have an accumulated or aggregated impact on the ocean. So it's not just each sector, but all the sectors combined have an aggregated impact on the ocean. And this is not just adding 1 + 1 = 2. It may be having multi-dimensional impacts on the ocean. So where we can limit these, we should try and limit these, because while we know a lot about the ocean, much of it and the impacts we're having on the ocean still remain a mystery to us.